Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. In this video, we're gonna take a look at this Glycine Combat Classic 36 Moonphase watch GL0193. This is a watch that was declared as a bra when I purchased it. Okay, I'm going to start this video with some storytelling of how this watch was declared as a bra by a company that ships it to me. So if you're not interested in that story, I will put some timestamps in the video description below where you can jump straight into the watch review. So I purchased this watch from Drop, or previously known as Massdrop, earlier this year. However, Drop did a bad job in stating the proper description of this piece. Instead of declaring this piece as a watch, the ambiguous description led to our Royal Malaysian Customs to believe that this shipment is a bra. You see, in Malaysia, import tax for clothing, bra included, is 10%, whereas watches are only taxed 5%. Being declared as a bra, I ended up paying more tax, and the tax is on the total price including the actual shipping cost as well as the insurance cost. Imagine my disappointment here, and the forwarder, UPS, did not help either. When informed about the wrong tax tariff, I was told by UPS that they have paid the tax on my behalf and I just have to pay UPS to collect my item. Not really very helpful. And I still have to pay UPS a so-called disbursement fee for them to help me to clear the customs. And to make matter worse, UPS actually did a typo mistake and I ended up paying even more. Well, poor service from UPS. And I think you have to be a little careful when buying from Drop. I'm going to show you some paperwork here so that you have a better understanding of why these things happen. Alright, so this is a stack of paperwork that was received when I have to clear, or UPS helped me to clear customs. So if you look at the invoice from Massdrop or Drop, Massdrop, they still call it Massdrop Inc. You know how they describe the watch here? You see how they describe it? GL0193 36 blue dial bra. Yep. It's a bra. I guess it's a blue dial bracelet watch, but somehow it gets truncated and then it becomes a bra. Alright, and you see the tax paper that I was taxed. So FOB USD is 409. Yes, I bought this for 409 from Massdrop. And the freight charges, they convert it into RM is Malaysian ringgit. It's 522, and there is like insurance. And the total price is 2249.23 ringgit Malaysia. And if you can see down here, right in the bottom row here, this is the total and this is the tax amount that I have to pay. It's a 10% tax. And try to remember this figure, 224.92. And you see what UPS charges me? Instead of 229.9, they put it as, instead of 224.92, then they round it up, they put as 244. 244.9, look at here, it's 224.92. And then they have to charge me like a disbursement fee, meaning that they help me to do the paperwork to clear this out. I have to pay them more. So I ended up paying a lot more tax for this due to two mistakes from two parties. First is Massdrop. They declared the watch as a bra. So, yep, I guess I can put this on my chest now. And UPS, somehow they did a typo. And I wasn't aware of the typo when I paid them with cash because like I was in a hurry. Then I went there, I paid them and I collected the watch. And I only realized that, okay, I paid them more than I should pay. And yep, this is how the story goes. So this is where this piece is supposed to be a value, a bang for buck watch, but I ended up paying more for taxes due to mistakes that is, I wouldn't say I don't say that I can push away all the responsibilities. I should have checked the paperwork when I collected the watch. So I guess it's also a lesson learned from me. All right, with all that ranting, I think it's time to go into some details of the watch. With the, unpleasantness, remove all the unpleasantness away, this watch is, I would say, the most affordable automatic moon phase watch that you can find on the market to date. Other watches using this same exact movement would cost a lot more. Yeah, I'm talking about something like Christopher Ward, it costs a lot more. So the watch comes in at 36 millimeters. It has a very short 42 millimeters lug to lug distance, and it has a thickness of 12 millimeters, and it comes with a 20 millimeters lug width. The watch is made from stainless steel as well as the bracelet. I think Glycine did not specifically state what kind of stainless steel they use, but I'm guessing it's 316L. And it has brush finishing on the top of the case and polished sides on both sides, and it comes with a polished bezel. So the watch case isn't something spectacular, it's quite common. I wouldn't say it's dull, but it's really a classic watch case. It comes with a push-pull crown that is signed with the Glycine wing logo here, and the watch dial is protected by a dome sapphire crystal, which Glycine claimed to have 3 layers of anti-reflective coating on the underside, and the watch is rated for 50 meters of water resistance. The dial on this piece is a blue sunburst dial. I'm not sure if you can see that blue sunburst effect here. All the markers are painted with superluminova, and again, Glycine did not state what kind of superluminova that they use, and each stick hour shape marker is flanked by a 24-hour printing on the inner side and a minute printing on the outer side. I'm not sure whether you can see that. All right. So the Glycine logo is printed below the 12 or the 24 hours marker, and the wing logo is applied, and Glycine automatic Swiss made, they are all printed in white except for the 24-hour that is printed in red. There is a date window at 3, and as usual, my complaint would be that I wish that it comes with a darker or a black matching date wheel. The watch comes with 3 stick hands with the hour and minute hands filled with the same superluminova compound as well. And the center of attraction is the moon phase dial. The dial is textured, and the star and moon is printed in a glossy silver metallic paint. I'm not sure whether you can see that here. The dial on the moon phase is not flat. There is some slight texturing on it, and the stars and the moon, they are shining. So on this moon phase dial, the new moon will start on the left hand side, and it will gradually move from left to right in about 28 days, which is a typical cycle for our moon, or also based on our lunar calendar. So to set the date and time, we pull the crown all the way out, and then we can set the date as time as usual. And to set the moon phase and the date, we pull the crown only 1 click out, and turning the crown clockwise, we can set the date. See, I'm setting the date wheel. And turning the crown counterclockwise, we can set the moon phase. So you can hear like fine minute clicks every time you rotate it. So as you can see, when this moon approaches the new moon stage, we have another new moon coming up here. So there are 2 sets of moon printing on the moon phase dial. And if you have questions on how to determine the actual moon phase, well, it's quite simple. You just Google moon phase and your location. So you'll most probably find like a picture of a moon face in your location. So I'm just going to set back to what we started initially. So this is how the moon phase will move. Every 28 days, it will start from one end and comes to this end on the end of the moon cycle. This watch is powered by Glycine GL0293 Swiss-made automatic movement, which is actually a Sellita SW280-1 with a customized rotor. We can see the movement through the see-through case back of the watch. And yes, the rotor is customized and branded with Glycine. The watch movement has 26 jewels and it beats at 28,800 beats per hour, and it has a 38 hours power reserve. Glycine does not state the rated accuracy of the movement, but we will put this piece on a time grapher to see how good the accuracy on this piece is. And the movement is hand windable and hackable. Hackable meaning that when we pull the crown all the way out to set the time, the second hand will stop. So let's put this on a time grapher. Okay, not too bad. The watch has an accuracy of about +7 to +8 seconds per day here. So yeah, it's quite typical for, I would say, an unregulated watch movement, but it's still good. I think it's much better than what you get on a regular Seiko movement here. The watch comes with a decent Jubilee-ish bracelet, and it comes with solid end links as expected on a Swiss-made watch. And all the links are solid, and it comes with a butterfly clasp that has a push button deployant. But there is no micro adjustment, but if I remember correctly, there are 2 half links being provided. The thing with butterfly clasp is that it's sometimes quite difficult to get a perfect fit because of the lack of micro adjustment. And here we can see the Glycine logo being engraved on the clasp here. So we will try to do a reshot here. Alright, this is how the watch looks on my 6-inch wrist. The small lug-to-lug distance of 42mm makes it very comfortable on my small wrist. But if you have a 7-inch or bigger wrist, you might want to opt for the 40mm version, because this might feel a little too small if you have a larger wrist. But I think it's good for wrist sizes of 7 inches and below without any issue. And yes, I complained that I cannot get a perfect fit, but so far I think it's still manageable for me. Oh, before I forgot, let's try to do a Lume shot here. Well, I don't have a dark room at this moment, so you have to make do with the UV light that I'm gonna shine, and you can see how the Lume is printed on the watch dial as well as the hour and minute hand. They are quite okay, but the longevity is not that great because of the small area that the Lume is applied on, but it's still good to have Lume on a slightly dressy piece. Well, despite the name of this being called a combat watch, this is by no means a field watch, at least in my opinion. To me, this is more of a dress watch. Put it on a nice leather and this piece will be a stunning evening piece or stunning evening event watch, if you will. And I think the 40mm version comes with either a bracelet or a leather option. But for the 36mm version here, it only comes with a bracelet, but with a 20mm lug width, there should be no problem finding a good leather strap for this piece. So there you have it. This is the best bang for buck moon phase watch that you can easily get for about, $400, $500, $600 maybe. maybe more depending on where you are getting this, but yeah, it's really a good and fun moon phase watch. And to be frank, this is my first automatic moon phase watch. Well, the moon phase is not much of a use to me, and I doubt that it's gonna be useful to a lot of people, but it's something that is good to have, and I don't know, it's fun to have. And then I think everyone should have a moon phase collection, moon phase watch in their collection. At least that's my opinion. So that's it. If you're new to my channel, please help by subscribing to my channel. It really helps me a lot. And you can also follow me on my Instagram at gfw_watch for more watch pictures. Till then, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.